Good old solitude. Now, when you think of solitude, you think, oh, I need to go away. I need to get away. I need to break from this person and that person. And when you think about it in that way, it's basically like a surface level way of thinking of things. And honestly, what's right there meeting you at that surface is your ego. It's way deeper than that surface level perspective. It's way deeper than your ego. You have to let go of that and go deeper into the reasons why you need this solitude. You don't need it because, oh, everyone's getting on my nerves. You guys are driving me crazy. It's more than that. Tap into and really think about why you feel like you need solitude. You need solitude. What is it going to do? It's going to rejuvenate you. It's going to refresh you. It's going to rebalance you. Somewhere along the lines, you lost your balance a little bit. You got knocked off your square. Different things contribute to you being knocked off your square. And it's more than, these people that you work with get on your nerves. It's way deeper than that. You got to think about the frequencies that you're around, the energy that you're around. You go to a school, the school is competitive. Maybe you got some friendships that are competitive, some co-workers and this, that, and the third. And it's not competitive in a very healthy and encouraging way to where you guys want to see each other both succeed, so you push each other. It's competitive in a way of trying to one-up each other. The word competitive, and to me, the word competitive is not really necessarily a positive word, but I understand where, you have people who want to push you to see you succeed, and then you have people who just want to test you to weaken you so that they can succeed over you, which is a whole nother situation. It's just someone being insecure about themselves to where they feel like they need to bring others around them down in order for them to be lifted up. That's a whole nother thing. So back to solitude. When you think deeper than the surface of, I need to get away from all of this because it's driving me crazy, and you get deep down into it, you recognize you're going through a lot, mentally, emotionally. Your spirit is going through a lot. Maybe you're in an environment of constant confusion or just constant congestion and clutter. You're just around a lot of energy. Maybe you live in a crazy apartment complex or something like that. Or maybe your job is crazy. Maybe you have some toxic friendships that you have to cleanse out, or family, or just a bunch of different things. And you just need a break. Maybe, just maybe, you have been just exposed to too much in a city. Or maybe you're just in an environment where you're around a cluster of different energies and it's just weighing on you. You've been exposed to a bunch of energy vampires, just taking so much from you. Road rage, going to department stores. For some reason, those places just kind of drive me crazy. Maybe it's because I used to work at one. Just these different environments. You see people's specific attitudes constantly on a daily basis, and it can affect you. All of these different things are affecting you more than just irritating you. It's affecting you by draining you. Now, when you look at the thought and concept of energy, you can understand that energy is never destroyed. It's always just transferred. Have you ever seen someone who's just so negative and angry? Let's say someone who has road rage. They get so angry and so mad, and they're just rear-ending and tailing a car in front of them, and then you see them run someone off the road. After that, are they still speeding? Sometimes no. I've seen it to where a car was just so angry, had so much road rage to the point where they were just harassing this car. Once they separated, the car did their turn, they started driving the speed limit again. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like now that person who was just so angry, they realized that they affected the person that made them angry, or whatever. And once they got that confirmation, all of a sudden that energy was transferred away from them. And now that other person that they were harassing is frazzled. And they're probably driving all distraught. And that person was fine. Imagine being around that kind of stuff all day. You're around people who are transferring their negative energy. You're around people who are cooking your food with negative energy. You're around people who are just being negative around your kids while they're at school, and then your kids come home and then the kids are affected by it and they don't even know it. It's just a lot. It's a lot. You need solitude, and that's understandable. To me, the best ways to rejuvenate yourself and give yourself solitude is to go into nature. Stay away from your phone. Stay away from unnecessary things that you know can trigger certain emotions or thoughts. Negative songs, negative music that put you at a specific frequency. Go to the beach, go to the lake, go on a camping trip with your family. That's the best way to me. You can still rejuvenate yourself by taking a day off, taking a nice detox bath, sleeping a little bit more, eating you some good healthy food, staying in for a weekend and detoxing for a weekend, doing juices, drinking a lot of water, reading, staying away from the TV, staying away from all that other stuff, and just focusing on your mind, your thoughts, meditating, getting yourself back on balance, grounding yourself again. We live in a fast-paced society, and it will drive you crazy because it's not natural. It's not. So you need these moments to rejuvenate you, get you back on track. A lot of things around us in this world that we deal with give us confusion. We lose ourselves sometimes trying to do things, to make things happen. Going to work constantly. Going to a job that you don't have your passion in just to pay for things, you know? You know how easy it is to forget, to just forget what your passion is, to forget to do things for yourself, to forget to keep yourself in perfect tranquility because you're worried about this bill that's coming up, and you worried about this double shift that you gotta work, and you worried about being on time for work, dropping this person off at their job, going to school, getting the right GPA, taking care of somebody else, doing all these other things. And you're not thinking about the fact that you're tired. You haven't meditated in over 3 to 4 weeks. Your hair is dry and becoming damaged. You haven't been eating like you should. You've been eating out. And once you get off beat a little bit, you just become completely off sequence with yourself. You miss one thing and it'll throw you off gradually. You could have this whole process of how you work, how you stay balanced, how you stay tranquil and to yourself and on top of you. And, you know, you missed out one step. You don't say those affirmations in the morning. You don't fix your bed. And all of a sudden you're looking at your hair like, what happened? You out of breath. You like, what happened? Why am I so out of shape? You waking up tired now. You going to work and you already can't wait to be off work. These are the times when you need solitude. This is why you need solitude. Because you live in a world that's kind of designed to keep you occupied with constantly trying to stay on track of somebody else's standards. Typically, when you are having these moments of solitude and you meditating, it gives you time to open your mind to think about ways to get out of cycles that you have allowed yourself to subscribe to that have caused you to live a life you don't want to live. And it's up to you to change that. So solitude becomes a great moment. You're getting your balance back, you're getting your groove back, and you're confronting things that you have pushed to the side, which is another trend in this society, pushing the necessary things that you need to always confront to the side. What is your purpose? Are you living in your purpose? Are you working towards your purpose? At least, you know. Why do you feel drained? Is it because you don't have any drive? Why do you not have drive? Is it because you have nowhere to go? You have to think about these things. And once you answer these questions, you can move forward. Every once in a while, everybody needs a little bit of solitude. But when it gets to the point where you feel like you need to be alone all the time, you don't want to ever be around anybody. You don't want to ever be a part of anything. You feel yourself seeping into this depression. That means you are not in balance with yourself. You are not confronting some things. So you need that time to yourself to address these things, to address yourself and do something about it. That is your time. So yes, annually give yourself moments of solitude. Don't deprive yourself. I'm going to touch deeper into the segue of this and speak on depression. Thank you.